The big question you need to ask yourself every day is, do I own a job or do I own a business? And unfortunately, the majority of contractors out there own a job. That's right, they're a slave to their own business. But the other side of the fence is so much greener, it's so much better, and that's when you're finally fully in control of your destiny, your freedom, your time. And that's what Contractor Secrets is about. It's about taking back our time, building a business with systems, standards, values, procedures, putting yourself in the driver's seat. And that's what it's about. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you here. Let's dive into the Contractor Secrets podcast. What's going on, guys? It's Tanner with Trade Thrive, and I want to talk to you about the difference between being self-employed and owning a business, guys. And I'm going to break it down like this. Those of you who started in whatever trade you're in because you were awesome at it, which I commend you, and you said, you know what, I am so good at my trade, or I just don't like how I'm being treated, I'm going to start my own business. And that was an awesome move. There's also some of you that are kind of like me, that have more of a business background, that say, you know what, I'm tired of where I'm working, I know business, I'm going to try to go and start a trade and find someone to help me perform the actual trade. Either way, you've made it here. You're here now. And a lot of you stop right there. That's where your goal is. That's it. You had a goal and you hit it. And the problem is you didn't think past that initial goal. So you're kind of just stagnant right now. And believe it or not, there are tradesmen, and I know maybe there's some of you watching this, who have been doing their trade for 10, 20, 30 years. And what they're doing is they are relying on these right here, guys. Right there. See that? That's my hand. And my hand ages, and my hand hurts when it's being overused, and my hand can only do so much. And a lot of you are relying on something that depreciates in value, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but that's just the way aging works. Something that depreciates in value, you're allowing that to dictate whether or not you can put food on your family's table. So where I'm getting at with being self-employed and owning a business is, if you are self-employed, that's great. You may have people working for you, but if your company and your business doesn't run without you being there, you are self-employed. You are not a business owner. And again, I don't mean this to be disrespectful. Maybe you take a lot of pride in the fact that you own a business, and that's okay. You own a business, but you're not a business owner. Now let me help you break down what a business owner is, and I want to help align your vision to becoming the best business owner you can be, because that is what is going to help make sure that you are always going to have the money you need. You can always take care of your family, you can leave a legacy, and maybe even give your business to your children or whoever, whatever you want to do. You need to start aligning with that vision. So the first thing I want you to do is focus on systems, guys. And when you hear systems, anyone who doesn't have systems in their business thinks, oh my God, I don't even know where to start. Well, here, I'm going to give you the first system that I started in my business, and I want you to think of systems like building blocks, and it's that simple. And I want you to think of every little task that you have in your business. There's probably 50 of them, right? And for us painters, guys, one of those tasks was waking up extra early in the morning and picking up paint at the paint store. So when I first started my business, I was fully submersed in the production. I had paint all over me. Every day I would wake up and go paint with my team. It was a grind. Then I'd leave the job, go do estimates. I'd be answering phone calls. I mean, it was a chaotic mess. But I wanted to learn the trade. I wanted to be respected on the job site. And I also wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything I could not do in the event that somebody decided not to show up. I didn't want the experience my customers had to be at the mercy of this individual. I needed to know that I could step in the kitchen, guys. That's the analogy I always use. If you own a restaurant and you don't know how to cook what's on that menu, guess what? People aren't eating if your chef doesn't show up. So I wanted to kind of make sure that I was in a position to do that. So remember, delegation. We're back to the point where I had so many things on my plate, like a lot of you do. And, it was just one of those things that I would have to wake up extra early in the morning, get to the paint store, and you know what? I was so tired. It was hard for me to wake up early in the morning. Every morning after doing all these things, I'd be up until 10, 11 o'clock at night, hammering out invoices, making sure the numbers are right. This is what a self-employed individual does. And it's a lot. And it's okay to admit that you're in that stage, but the thing is to not be in that stage forever. So one of the things was, I'd get to the paint store and there'd be a line of painters, and then I'd be there for half an hour, they'd be understaffed, and, they're running around like crazy. I didn't even put my order in, so I'm thinking, man, how many of us have been to the paint store and we didn't even put our order in the morning? How horrible is that? And maybe some other trades out there have that same similar experience where you have to get your materials, the order's not put in, and, we're kind of all over the place about, what our day looks like. And that's a horrible start to the day. So I developed a system, and this system is as simple as At nighttime, I always put in my order through the mobile app that Sherwin-Williams has. It's a simple system, guys. This system is designed for me to eliminate the chaos of the waiting between, getting there or having to communicate the order, having to call in the morning ahead of time. That is completely eliminated. So I set aside 10 to 15 minutes at night and I put in the paint order, okay, through the mobile app. Super easy, guys. This is a system that's designed to save me time and efficiency. So from there, okay, which I could do from the palm of my hands without talking or communicating with anyone, okay, great. So that order is now ready for us to be picked up in the morning. Now, I have a choice, guys. My choice is I could either go to the paint store and pick it up myself, or I can delegate, guys. Delegate. If you want to free yourself from being self-employed and you want to start owning and being a person of systems, owning your time, okay, being a business owner and owning a business are two different things, guys. We want to get you to a point where you're a business owner that has systems in place that are not dependent of you. You need to start delegating. So what did I do? I delegated this task away from my life. And one of my guys, and I always made sure it was convenient. I knew that it was on their way or close to their town, the paint store, and I pretty much assigned that task to one of my team members. I said, hey, your new role is to pick up the paint in the morning. Done deal. That was it. And from there, that was one less major headache that I had to deal with. So that has now become a standard in my business. Okay, this person picks up the paint for jobs that are this way. You go here to pick up the paint for jobs that are that way. Done. So that is delegation. That is creating systems in your business. That is a step toward getting away from being self-employed, which was a great accomplishment at the time. Okay, because you're no longer working for somebody else. That's awesome. But the next step is being a business owner, okay, creating systems. Guys, remember these things, these hands of ours that, produce, they will eventually decrease in value. They will eventually not be able to do what they can do right now. So we want to make sure we protect ourselves, because when that time comes, guys, look, I'm not saying that you can't continue doing what you're doing, but you want to make sure that you set yourself up to have at least the opportunity to take a break or vacation, or to in the event that you get sick. You don't want your business to suffer, and you don't want your income stream to shut off. And starting to think about things like this now, guys, and the reason why I give you that most simple system is because that's how easy it is to get started. Now, I can go into all the different systems we have, but the reality situation is I don't have to be present in my business for my business to run and my customers get a good experience. And that is where you should focus. So that's what I got for you guys today. This is Tanner with Trade Thrive. If you have not done so already and you own a painting business, head over to sellpaintjobs.com. I got a free pricing calculator for you to check out. It's free. You can use it on your smartphone, Android, Apple, all the cool stuff that kids are doing nowadays. No, but it's really cool. It'll help you accurately price your jobs so you can spend more time conversing with your customer and less time number crunching. That's the goal. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you listening. And if you have any questions on this, please send me a message via DM or whatever it is that's easiest for you to get a hold of me. Hey, I just want to take a second to thank you for joining me here on the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let you know that my passion is coaching people, helping people. I've changed my Instagram name to @contractorcoach. And I did that because that is my passion. I want to help you. So please reach out to me. If you have an issue going on in your business, send me an email, find me on Instagram, message me, and let's do a breakthrough session. I want to work through your problems in your business to help you get to that next level. And one thing that I always say is this, the difference between those that get over the humps and the hurdles in business is just a change in perspective. And that's what I plan to offer you. So get with me, message me, allow me to help you take your business to the next level.